I'm here maybe competitively. I think Wind Ranger, Broodmother possibly. Yeah, I'm Broodmother specialist, you know. I do not want to brag about it because you people would be disgusted. But and back in the days, you know, when you needed to actually be good at the hero, like the hero didn't have all these new abilities. But yeah, I would go back to the Black and his hero pool. I still remember watching my boy Black, you know, play some TB, dumpstering kids. Like, it was legendary.
Ooh, that's a long time to roast him. And, you know...
Nah, that was a compliment.
Yeah,
like,
I don't know what the roasting was. But the compliment... that was the first event I ever attended, was the one Black won with Vici, ESL1 New York, back in 2014.
Wait, Black won a tournament?
30 seconds to
it was a rare sighting.
Oh, yeah. Because he was always there, you know. He was always up there, but very close to winning. Very experienced player, has a cool name. But let's focus on this one. Now, do not climb that high ground. It could potentially be a mistake.
Might go over on the high ground. That's exactly what they do. Faith Beyond in some trouble. Rocket hits hard. Second highest base damage. Shadow Shaman will back away from Faith Beyond. The bounty runes will be 2 apiece.
So mid Tiny, glad this is not a position for Tiny.
Me too.
We've seen our fair share of position 4 Tinies, which did not work out. Combo got nerfed, and all other aspects for Tiny got buffed as a carry, as a mid laner, so no surprise that he is played as those positions. Sven, however, you know, this hero received some of the buffs as well. I feel the hero right now is in a good state, especially if you can buff him up. We've seen what Sven plus Elder Titan can do once that aura is maxed out.
Now the damage can hurt. We've seen him just clean up heroes with like 2 or 3 shots. It'll be interesting to see how it goes for Ame on this Sven. We'll say, back to that panel. Ooh, hold on, Fly getting low. Fairy Fire up top, Impetus shot, trying to hold him back, but Fly going down to Faith Beyond. And that is first blood here for LGD.
I don't think Thrall should die. Like, level 1. I was watching the bottom lane, Legion Commander with the overwhelming odds and the Stroke of Fate.
Like, getting the kill on Innocence.
I don't know what happened there. If we can see the replay, that'd be cool. Because if you ask me 10 out of 10 times, I would say, nope, you can't die level 1.
Unfortunately, he has died, and now Troll to be pretty careful in lane. Interested to see how JT's going to do on this Doom. We've already seen 2 Doom games. Get the replay on the bottom kill on the tail end of that. A couple salves pop. Yeah, so we've seen a couple Doom games, and I'm interested to see if the build is different. We've seen the Midas Devour combo to get quickly into those items. We've seen, I think, what, Hood first item in the last Doom game. Maybe a little bit less of a farming-oriented build with 2 other greedier heroes on the map.
In my opinion, it's not necessary to get it. He gets the best creep. Like, this just ruins the game. Like, he got very lucky. He has the Purge, which costs 120 mana. It's costly, you know, but he can dispel the Astral Spirit, makes ET's lane pretty unplayable. He can dispel the Warcry on top of it. So I want to see what is Kaka building. I would not mind seeing like a Bassi. I think this item is extremely good. It got nerfed slightly in the previous patch, but as a position 4, it feels so good to have. Especially in this situation where it's so mana costly, 120. But yeah, I would definitely love to see Bassi on Shadow Shaman.
Yeah, right now he's just got boots, and well, he used that last tango. He'll go to stack this, the double stack, and he's got it. Elder Titan does spot it up towards top, though. They've got the Inkswell as well as the Stroke of Fate. They're also going after Nothing to Say. Emo looking to get this kill. Illusory Orb over with the Impetus shots. One more right click down goes Nothing to Say.
Middle tower is under attack.
So diving to tier 2 to get that kill. Fly ends up surviving ultimately.
Were you watching?
A lot of pressure.
Nicely done. And Troll on the top lane, getting very close to dying again.
Eating an immense amount of pressure.
Still doing decently in terms of CS, but he needs someone to come with the healing salve. There is Enchantress using the courier, bringing that healing salve, something that you need to do quite a lot as a position 5. And he's gonna pull the lane back as well.
Here in the pro games, yes. In my pubs, feels like a waste of gold to me. My carry sounds.
Yeah, because he's not gonna carry anyway, so no point in investing gold.
Exactly. I just need that concede button. Yeah, 2-1 lead for IG. Sweep hits through on to Emo. And it'll be one water room for Emo, the other water room bottled up by Nothing to Say. A lot of heroes who had showed up over towards mid. Things just quieting down a little bit. Not a lot of aggression here in the bottom lane. We've seen a lot of pressure up towards top. And again, they're going to go for Fly, but now Faith Beyond, he's the one who's slowed via the enchant. They'll bring over Kaka to try and get this kill. Can he get in range? One more shot, and there it is. Fly getting revenge on Faith Beyond. And that's going to feel good. That brought over the Shadow Shaman, but Doom...
Good understanding of Shaman to just completely bail the bottom lane. Doom cannot be killed. He has decent strength gain. By decent, I mean the pretty high 3.7 per level. And now working towards the phase boots. Has a wind lace to be able to outrun the opponents. Like Sven does not want to buy boots of speed, so he understands like even if they try to go for me, also Sven does not want to put an extra point in a Stormhammer, so he's all about, I'm gonna get the levels and go back to jungle and farm up. They're rotating one extra hero, so they could get a kill with that.
Yeah, Inkswell with the Stormhammer, JT Scorched Earth trying to run. It pops. He's stunned, but still got a decent amount of health. He'll avoid the sleep, which was started up by Y. Stroke of Fate once again for the slow. And one more right click coming in for the Grim Stroke for Jinkyu. Buys on the phase boots before he dies.
If he had the phase boots there with the courier, he lives. He can just easily go through the heroes with the phase movement.
Under attack.
Now he's got the phase boots and Avalanche toss on the Enchantress, doing a lot of damage on the Holly. Does have the Nature's Attendance at level 1. We've seen a lot of these Enchantresses go high into the enchant, sometimes even leave one on the Impetus, and that's all. We've got the Shackle on the Jinkyu. That'll lead to a kill on the Grimstroke with 3 heroes mid for the side of IG. A TP over from Y to refill the bottle of Nothing to Say.
Also forcing the Glyph out and keeping the Catapult alive, so there's going to be some decent damage done to this tier 1 tower on the mid lane to go back to the Enchanted top. Enchant is just too good. Like the extra creep damage that you get from it, the push potential, you can just farm the lane with it. And the slow, once that's maxed out, the hero slow is 6 seconds. Plus it's also the spell mechanic. So against the Green Strokes, gonna be good. Against ET Spirit, Warcry, like you name it.
Chance the Wild Wing. This is Sven trying to farm back in the jungle. Still sitting towards the top of the net worth. Wild Wing just messing with Ame here. A couple impetus shots. Doing a decent amount of damage. Also a Shackle coming out into the Grimstroke. GQ's here with the rest of the team, but they've got the Hex and Inkswell will pop, so they've got Ollie in a little bit of trouble, especially with that sweep. They'll use that first duel and get a victory here for Faith Beyond.
Last time Jinkyu played Grimstroke, he decided to get first item Ags. It's hard to execute, like you still need to be close. This hero is, in my opinion, one of the best ones because his toolkit is just too good. You have silence, you have stun, you have wave clear, slow, leash mechanic. I don't think it gets better than this. It's just you need to be very close to the fire if you don't have any kind of range items. So, Shackle mid.
Elder Titan in trouble once again. They've got the Hex, and he's trying to run with the Invis rune, but under a sentry. Will be pinged out. JT gets credit for the kill onto Y.
So yeah, I think this time around, Lens into Ags could be better, especially if you find Philosopher's Stone. Aghanim Scepter is always going to be great against Troll. The stronger he gets, the stronger your illusion gets. Pretty simple stuff.
Delay. Dream Coil and the Shackle. They'll have the Thunderclap coming through onto the Tiny. The Avalanche hits onto both Emo as well as Kaka. They land the sweep onto this puck.
Denied.
So aggression there from IG that doesn't pay out.
Tiny's still gonna have a decent timing on this Blink Dagger, considering he's not involved in any of the kills, died once, not going for the phase boots, instead decides to go for the Blink Dagger first. These heroes are very burstable, so his combo is gonna be maxed out once he has that Blink Dagger, so Shaman plus Enchantress, they need to be careful. These are low HP heroes. Same goes for Puck, like he misuses the shift, +1 hero, can be easily bursted down.
So the Blink Dagger coming out quickly could be a problem for IG. Although that being said, JT, he's getting close on a Blink Dagger of his own, so we'll see if the aggression even comes out from the side of IG.
He's super speedy. He has phase boots, casual, windlace, and also faded brooch on top of it. So he's just zooming in and out of the fights.
That's speed. He's playing a little bit of speed gaming. Doing his thing.
You love speed. You're the speedy caster.
I do like the speed. I like speed gaming as well. Once upon a time.
Rune gonna be top. Puck will pick it up region, even though he's full HP, full mana, but a lot of value. Maybe at this point you would want to get something else, but it's Lord Gaben's choice at the end of the day. He's the one controlling the runes, saying what's gonna spawn.
You think he just sits at his office all day and he's got games up on the computer? He's like, region.
Not games. He's playing Dota. He's playing Sand King in his office and just controlling the runes.
Oh, does he play Sand King mid, do you think?
I think it's more of an offlane.
Inkswell, Avalanche toss all through on Emo. Inkswell will pop. They get a quick kill onto the puck.
No duel, but blink reveal. They get a kill. And now he can go back to that phase boots. We've seen what the mid safe lane Tinies can do when they get this good timing on a Blink Dagger, start being more active. Right now, why? Just sitting at the bottom lane. Decent level, you know, level 6, 11 minutes in, as a position 5. And he's the one who can stop the push. He puts an extra point in the Echo Stomp. Seen different builds on EP in terms of skill build, where a lot of ETs just prioritize getting that spirit. But maybe this time, because he's playing in the Enchantress, it would be better if he just gets the Aura, maxes out the Echo Stomp, then goes back to Aura.
Yeah, we at least at this point normally see a value point in the Aura. But not even...
No, it's fine. Like, early on, you don't get too much value out of it. Anyway, I mean, it's 40%. It's a lot, but you want to have at least 2 points in natural. He's going to get blown up.
They get the kill on Ollie, but now avoids the sweep, so JT can continue with this to try and get the kill here onto the Tiny. He's getting low. Maybe they can get the deny. The soul bind is in. They've got the shackle out. That's doing a JQ.
Impossible.
Waiting if they've got the silence, they'll get the kill, and Tiny surviving with 50 health.
Press the attack, level 3, keeping him alive there. Some extra regeneration coming from the tower as well. Jin-Q kind of gives away his life just to save his carry. Carry slash mid.
Almighty money.
Trying to do the damage as Emo is again here to nothing to say. Emo's game is getting shut down slowly but surely. And just a couple of kills onto this puck, where you start to worry, yeah, Emo, he's 4th on the net worth. That can really drop out quick.
You do not want to make this guy angry. Like, you do not tip, you do not ult chat, you do not overgank him, because
you don't take a 2-0 lead.
Exactly, we've seen what he can do.
You start to take a 2-0 lead and you close in on winning game 3. That's where you should fear Emo the most. That Blink Dagger after finishing off that Witchblade. Ulti used by the Troll to take these Ancients. Okay. He's got the Maelstrom. He's going into the BKB next.
Wants to be able to fight earlier on with the team. Understands that Sven will come online faster. Has that built-in cleave. Bottom lane, JT's just gotta get deleted. After picking up that Blink Dagger, Tiny is all over the place. He's been involved in 4 out of 7 kills, which is pretty nice considering the start. Like he was 0-1 and 0, and now picking up the phase boots, going into Echo Saber. This is just a standard build. Like for certain things, you know, I'm all about being innovative, adapting to situations. But this time around, like especially for the mid tiny, like that Echo Saber just gives you so much damage. Like I don't think you wanna go for any shenanigans. I've seen mid tinies getting a 4-stab.
Dire's structures are
You want to be able to scale, you know.
Yeah. Got strength used mid. They're going to try and get a 2-1 tower in this lane.
Dire's middle
They've got
tower
Ame already at level 13.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And they'll take
Dire's
this
middle
tower.
tower has fallen.
No contest. They gave up the top tier 1 for it. Still IG with a 1k lead, even though
Dire's
the
middle tower
Sven
is
is
under
top of the
attack.
net worth. It just shows the split there on the next 3 cores, all being IG, as well as Shadow Shaman leading the supports.
Radiant are scanning.
Shaman has lens done. We've seen in Season 1 during the Major what Shamans can do. And once you have your spells maxed out, especially the Hex and Shackles, like you just become a very annoying hero to play into, even though they have a way of dispelling things. The Legion Commander
Dire
pressed the
are
attack
scanning.
maxed out, not even a single point in moment of courage. I can get behind that. He was laning into Troll, so not too much value at all.
Coil, Hex, Ainswell popping. They'll get the kill on a Jinkyu though. Bring all their heroes over to get this done, and
Dire's structures
it's
are
just a
fortified.
Grimstroke dying. He's just hoping that for all his sacrifices, a Philosopher's Stone drops. Stormhammer sleep. God strength for 27.
Needs to be a bit careful. This Troll deals a lot of damage, but since they have no coil, they back off. They go back to farming the jungle. Troll, if they make some stacks happening, he's gonna have that BKB done in the next 2.5-3 minutes.
Stormhammer onto Ollie. The right clicks, are they going to be enough with the unchargeable? He does end up dying, but they don't get the dual damage.
Has chipped west, that helps returning some of the damage, going into pipe it seems. Just wants to be able to mitigate the damage output from mostly Puck, Shaman, like even Maelstrom procs. Those are magical.
Hex onto the Tiny Earthquake from the new Avalanche toss. Down goes Kaka, but they've got the Doom under nothing to say for the second time. This time they want to kill him, but is there anybody here? Fly, he wraps around, he's got the root. Does he have the damage? The Doom Coil is also dropped a little bit north of where they're killing. Nothing to say. That's out on the Elder Titan. Should have themselves a second. They'll kill Y. They've taken 2. They're up 2k, and IG starting to get the ball rolling.
Fly knows exactly when to use the root at the start and then keeps rooting him. It's maxed out, so higher chances, 20%, 1 out of 5. And Tiny gave away a lot of gold. The big streak, he's also high level 12 already. Gonna talk about Sven items. Mask of Madness done. S and Y for a bit of status resistance, which is really nice against Shaman, so those Shackles Hexes will not last as long. And now going into BKB, because they have no abilities that go through magic immunity other than Doom.
Radiant's bottom
And
tower
Puck eventually
is under
will
attack.
get that Aghanim Scepter. Philosopher's Stone, double Philly dropped. I have not seen this in a long time. Like, at the same time.
Supports everywhere just felt a shift in the force. That is the Philosopher's Stone.
Grimstroke already took it. He's ready to go. It just needs a curve.
Give me that gold. He's got Shard queued up. Okay. Shard Axe. Alright. See it.
Because it's another way of dispelling. It's great against silences, great against Shaman.
And they are in Roche unbeknownst to IG.
Yeah, they can't do anything about it.
Radiant's
Doom on
bottom
cooldown.
tower is under attack.
So they're not going to take this fight.
To the Radiant.
Troll, 300 gold off his BKB.
And Emo going bots.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Okay. Swell. Phantom's Embrace and Sven's here. It's enough, Jinkyu. I'll take the kill from here. I got it. Ame with a Stormhammer and a couple right clicks is more than enough to take out Kaka.
Ollie is keeping Philosopher's Stone. I think you just give that to Shaman. Shaman really loves to have it because Enchantress, she deals some right-click damage in the team fights. It's only level 1 impetus, but yeah, definitely Shaman should keep it, especially since this hero really scales. With the items, I see Blink Dagger BKB queued up. I really like that. Etherline's already done.
BKB, Tranquils.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I did not see that. You know, I saw it on the big screen, on the preview monitor, on my monitor. I'm like, this could potentially be a miss. I better click on someone else.
We can replay it, maybe. I don't know.
No need, no need. I know what happened. There's no need to put some extra salt, lemon juice in the wound.
Ooh. That stings. And lemon juice. Basher next for the Troll. Pipe for the Legion going into the Shard. No surprise that Shard is very strong. Got the Sages to work with. Kaka comes over. They've got the Hex as well as the Shackle. Serpent wards around him with a double storm. Now they're Avalanche with the toss on the board. Double duel. He'll win one. He'll win two. Winner, 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 winner. Chicken dinner, chicken dinner. Earth Splitter comes through. They've got the Hex onto the Sven. They're already down 2 heroes, but the damage coming out from Bloodfly will be enough to kill off Ame.
They lose another one, but they could potentially turn things around. There is still Dream Coil available in a couple of seconds. Troll has ulti, but better not to risk it. Nice War Trap coming out from Kaka. Just kept him alive, kept him inside the boards for a very long time. But the spell mechanic super strong. He gets a double stun. Legion Commander was so ready for it.
Double Stormhammer, Avalanche, Toss.
He got 40 damage from that one.
That feels great.
Double duel is good. It's, you know, not necessarily you don't need to win both duels. It's just about keeping them disabled during the duration.
The damage is nice too.
Damage is also, yeah.
40 damage.
We've seen in the previous series, previous game, you know, 90 damage 15 minutes in, then he did not get any damage at all. Dire using a scan.
And then you all of a sudden was at like 250 damage or something like that. Still wasn't enough.
That's exact.
JT and press the attack. Got that shard already.
They're in the bad spot. He's gonna be a good stomp potentially. Misses everything.
Avalanche though, and the toss behind them. They've got the duel as well as the Dream Coil down on it. Nothing to say. He might be in a little bit too far. They've got the Ink Soul that pops onto 2 of these heroes. He stops the Troll as well as the Enchantress. Ollie on the run. The right clicks in. They get the kill. Nothing to say. They are around on feet. They fall back on nothing to say. They've got the God Strength as well as the Sven coming behind them. Fly, he's dead. Inksoul locks up Ollie. Their focus is on the JT. He'll use that war cry. He'll get with by Y and move forward onto this Doom. Meanwhile, behind them, they are still focusing their attention onto the Enchantress because they got the kill on the JT. They'll look over at Ollie. Nature's Attendance.
It's maxed out, so she's gonna be full HP. Inkswell available combo with the Tiny should bring her down.
And there it is.
You're sedimental.
Nothing to say. He bought back in that fight. I mean, they won it, but at what cost? Like, Sven is still a beast. Doom very quick on the reaction, just popping it
Dire's bottom
on that
tower is
Tiny
under
after
attack.
he uses the combo. So who's holding the Philosopher's Stone? Like, actually no one is holding it on IG. This is a huge mistake. Like, none of the heroes have it.
He's holding the
I can't
Fairy's
believe what I'm
Trinket.
seeing. You know, I'm a big Philly fan.
Yeah, a Fairy's Trinket over the Philosopher's Stone when you want a Blink Dagger and a BKB.
My armor.
Not really. I don't know. I feel like
Yeah, I don't want to say anything because it's IG. I do not want to get question mark, but this is a big question mark for me.
question mark.
Maybe he just didn't realize, like, I don't know. Enchantress picked it up and then she's like, well, I still need to deal damage. Shaman should be able to carry it. And now focusing on other stuff.
Maybe. Game sitting at about even, 17-11. In the say still continuing to farm up where he can. Going into the
Dire's
BKB, he needs just that
structures are
recipe
fortified.
gold. Doom is up in 8 seconds, so they might want to fight with that. They've got Big Beyond coming over. There's the press the attack, the magic immunity, and well, I can just walk out of your dream core.
Until Puck gets Aghanim Scepter. So Puck's itemization should be Lincoln Sphere to be able to deal with those Stormhammers duel, most likely, and then go back to Aghanim Scepter, because it's so good. Like, just keep them in place during their BKBs. Press the attack is not going to do anything. The Cole's still going to snap. Nothing to say. Scouting things out. I don't think he saw him.
Emo gets... Ooh. I want to stay away from this. Had he not TP'd right there, the ward had spotted that illusory.
He just created so much space. DD on Troll, bottle up. Like, they want to take this fight. They have a new Basher down on Troll. They know that there is no Aegis on Sven. They're using a scan, so they know something is up. They place it forward instantly.
Radiant
All the way around, and both
fortified.
these teams don't happen to meet. Fly gets the tower. Artist formerly known as GGG. Team Serenity and Keen.
A prize!
Chinese players, they love to change their nicknames.
Emo used to be Half. Y obviously had Innocence in his name.
Dire's top tower is
See
under
if they
attack.
can make a move here on either side. With Doom up especially, I think IG are chomping at the bit to get something to go.
It's gonna be very scary playing into this Doom in late game. Going into Shivas after finishing Blink and BKB. Also has that Hand of Midas. So Refresher after finishing the Shivas. You will have enough mana to cast both Dooms, so that could be a bit problematic at one point. Because Sven, he doesn't like to buy a Lincoln Sphere.
Right.
Neither does Legion Commander, neither does Tiny.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I'm just baffled by this non-usage of Philosopher's Stone.
Radiant's bottom
Big fan,
tower has fallen.
very upset it's not used.
Very upset. Like, you can hear it in my voice.
The
From
fan club.
1 to 10, probably
Dire's
15
middle tower
at the
is under
moment.
attack.
This is erroneous on all accounts. This is an item that should be in an inventory at all times.
Even when you like don't want to keep it
Have
while
it in
you're
the
dead,
backpack.
like you can always find value from it.
Yeah.
It's just free gold. Sven hits level 20, gets the Warcry talent plus 10, so that brings it to 25. Casual 25 AoE armor ability that lasts for 8 seconds. Can be dispelled by Enchantress, can be dispelled by Doom.
Dagger for Kaka. Game's really gone timid. I'm surprised with how aggressive these two teams were playing within the first 20 minutes.
Yeah, they kind of stopped waiting for next Roche to respawn, which will spawn in 50 seconds. Tiny also waited to get his big item. That's a BKB after finishing the Echo Saber. He also wants to get AC, which Sven already has, so he needs to go for something else.
Would he be the first person on the list to get the shard on Radiant right now? Or would you... Well, you only have 3 options at this point. Elder Titan, Tiny, and Sven.
I think maybe prioritize Sven instead. Like eventually they will have like what's there to this
Avalanche Toss coming through out of the Enchantress. They've got the suit, they have the Inkswell, they'll get the kill. Press the attack, I've nothing to say. As well as the BKB getting top. They've got themselves the Soulbind, there's the double duel. It's a double duel once again. Fly Kaka, they both go down. JT, he's on the run. Ollie's here to try and help with the BKB being popped by JT. They've got the Dream Coil down onto 2. Earth Splitter comes through, doesn't land. Toss, keeping him on JT. And he's got the damage for the triple kill. Ame now dominating.
You can't toss the magic immune targets, but you can toss targets to the people who are not who are magic immune. And now back to Roshan. IG, they need to be the one getting the first jump, because like they need to use the coil, they need to use the doom. We're gonna see that one again. Ollie getting caught, blown up instantly by Tiny combo, double kill plus he throws a 3.
might wish to recheck.
Emo, he snatches the Aegis.
Wow, Emo gets in there, and now he's going to try and run.
That was a hype moment, B-Cup. You kind of missed it. You were listening to what I was saying. You know, sometimes you just have to focus on yourself. You know, what is this fool saying? I do not give a damn. Let's just check what the pro players are doing.
Avalanche
He almost get blown up.
Trying to hold on to the Aegis for fate, not in time. Neither is the Inkswell.
Here I am.
So they gave it to Tiny, because Sven doesn't get to dispel anything. They don't even have a single item that can be dispelled. No Force Staff, no Glimmer Capes yet.
Dire's top
No
tower
Ghost
is under
Scepters,
attack.
so they just give it to Tiny, unlimited 3 charges. We're gonna see it again.
Let's watch it again.
Let's just pretend you're...
Sleep! I can't believe it, the waiting room! Oh, he snatches the Aegis! This is crazy! This is all new information to me! My eyes! Oh my god!
And they go back to the game. So
There we
Emo, after finishing that Lincoln Sphere, going into Aghanim Scepter, just wants to be able to keep them disabled during the coil so people can deal damage. Also, I don't think they popped the BKB on Troll in that fight. He's going into Eye of Scotty. A bit more tankiness, maybe. I'd prefer some status resistance instead of it into Satanic. Not sure what like Scotty brings. It's a good item to like slow them down. He's playing into 3 melee cores. But yeah, I think SNY into Satanic might have been a better choice here. Because like Lockdown, Avalanche, Stormhammer, Duel, like it's all gonna last less seconds, less time.
Here I am.
Tiny, he has cheese from the last row, so he got the cheese and shard. Now going into Daedalus. Just a casual Hyperstone at the moment for some attack speed.
Yeah.
I think he realized late, you know, that Sven has AC already done.
I believe also he was the one, yeah, who picked up the shard.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, I just check on Tiny. There's this blue little
The
thingy.
shard.
It
Just making
says
sure he didn't
shard.
buy it by himself, you know. Maybe I was checking the other heroes just in case. Maybe Emo also snatched the shard. Just got the Aegis.
No one holding the Philosopher's Stone yet. I'll keep checking. Every 5 minutes, I'll inform you if somebody decided to pick up that Philosopher's Stone.
Bum, bum, bum. Philosopher's Stone Watch
Dire's
2021
bottom tower
with
is under
your
attack.
host,
Dire's
Lucas.
structures are fortified.
Take it away.
Welcome back to the show. Hope you guys were enjoying free gold in the previous series coming up from the Philosopher's Stone. This time around,
Dire's bottom
they do not
tower
want to use it.
has
They just
fallen.
want to keep things
Dire's
balanced, even though
structures
Philosopher's
are
Stone
fortified.
dropped for both of teams.
Dire's
Only one
bottom
team is
tower
using it.
is under attack.
Serpent Ward's committed to the top tier 2, but here comes Ame to clean him up. Fly nearby, just taking the stack of Ancients, looking to finish off the Scotty, which he has. He has the gold. He'll back up, and
He does
grab
not
it at
have
the
enough
center.
gold, B-Cup.
Did the math wrong.
It's okay.
I was off by 20 gold.
Radiant
Who's gonna
are
stand?
scanning.
If he had that Philosopher's Stone, So,
There it is.
two
See, a little
big
delayed
items.
reaction. Ags also
he
comes
just
out.
wanted to be synchronized with Puck.
Yeah, the items came out at the same time, just like the Philosopher's Stones.
Which are still not being used. Emo holding onto Enchanted Quiver, so there's going to be a lot of damage coming up on him.
Whoa, he
plus
jumped
Quiver.
into that. Coil into the duel. It's Lincoln's pop. Alright, he just goes down. They also got the kill over on Ali. He's nothing to say. Jumps the back line against the Avalanche and goes from top. The damage is through. They look over. They'll finish off Kaka. Fly moving. GT gone. Ame just outputting so much damage. They've got the root, so they have the damage with the Inkswell getting up. Looks over. Looks for more. Bashes. Avalanche toss. Down goes Fly. They got the Aegis, so it's a full team wipe, but not, you know, Emo fully dead.
Look out.
Just the Aegis.
Not sure what the plan there was. Like, rest of the team does not have Blank Dagger plus 2 abilities that can just close the gap, so he was caught pretty much alone, fed dual damage to Legion Commander, who's sitting at the 140 at the moment.
Dire's middle
Maybe
tower
he thinks
is
that he
under
can't
attack.
die. You know, they have some abilities that can pierce through that Lincoln Sphere. Sven
Dire's
stun.
middle
They have
tower
Grimstroke
has fallen.
abilities.
Dire's middle tower
Going on to
is
that
under attack.
high ground. Up 7K.
Like, this game could just
Dire's
potentially
middle tower
end.
has fallen.
They have no coil for
Dire's
15.
middle
Doom is
barracks are
available.
under attack.
I've not seen
Dire's
Doom being
middle
used in a
barracks
very
has
long time.
fallen.
Every single time, PSG.LGD, they get the first jump. They do not allow Doom to pop his ulti. Like, one more good fight, And the game could just end because they have enough damage. Like this AC from Sven getting closer to level 25. Legion Commander deals ton of damage, getting closer to his Heaven's Halberd. So that's going to be one way to deal with Troll. Another way to pierce that Lincoln Sphere.
That was the quickest set of tier 3 and racks go down I think I've seen in a long time.
There's just so much damage. Still no Philosopher's Stone, even though it doesn't really matter at this point. Shaman holding on to that Fairy's Trinket. Enchantress, she has it in the backpack. Like you should get half gold if it's in the back. Just kidding. No, that sounds too broken.
That's broken. It's just free GPM. I don't want to hurt my damage, but I'd still like the gold.
No, the item is too good anyway.
Should just be holding it all the time. This is a big lead here for LGD.
It's a 10k gold lead that feels like it's much more, but I want to see a fight where IG, they get the first initiation. When they get a jump with the Doom. Didn't happen for a very long time.
What are they missing here? What's the big miss on IG right now? What do they need?
Like they need... Academic Scepter is done on Puck. Like they need to be able to get on top of the Sven before he can get the ulti off. I think that's the play here. Because there are saves. There is a dispel. You can't dispel Doom, of course, but there is like press the attack that can keep him alive for a bit longer. The attack speed. Because if Sven gets the ulti off and starts hitting people with press the attack, with Solar Crest done on ET while ET's being close to anyone, like these heroes just melt completely.
Got a quick pause coming out, Ollie DCs. Just thinking about that Philosopher's Stone that had just been sitting there in the neutral stash for so long. 9k lead. And the Sven is just 6k ahead of anybody on the Dire side. I didn't really think Ame was going to have this amazing of a game, but also nothing to say. He had that Blink Dagger and just opened up the entire map once he got it.
Yeah, he's been amazing throughout this game. So level 25 done, plus 50% God Strength damage, getting very close to Satanic. Needs 2k gold.
The amazing performance from this Sven. Been fun to watch. And there we go. We get Ollie back. Enchantress ready to go. GG. There we go. Unpause in 2 seconds. There we go. Nice. It's easy to call that one when the countdowns happen. So, Fly. Can he bring this back if he picks up the Satanic? He's been struggling a little bit. We saw him surrounded by about 4 heroes in the last fight. Bit of a struggle for him in that engagement when the rest of the team dies around him. JT frontlining, smoke broken. Oh dear.
Roche may respawn in 30.
Third Roche. Aegis. Cheese. Potentially an Ag's Blessing. Which might be massive for IG if they're able to put their hands on it.
Dire are scanning.
They smoke themselves, trying to move forward. They break the smoke though, the ward is there, and now they've got the vision with the spirit coming through. Satanic finished with Sven, they've got the Dream Quill on the 2, going to pop, they're snapping in on the Elder Titan, they'll go through. Fly trying to make something happen, but they've got the toggle. They get the gun, they've got the door, getting the kill on the Fly, and well, 2 heroes gone, no buyback on Emo or Fly. Kaka did 2. Ame with the triple kill.
I would not be surprised if they just call it out. Like, at this point, we've seen IG. Like, Kaka, he calls GG's while they're, you know, being ravaged. It's not the first time, and there it is. A Fly just says, you know, we've had enough in this game.
Is under attack.
Nothing they can do. Third Roche would respawn. They would get Cheese Agents +1, and it would be a bit too much for them.
Yeah, so